Today. I have a couple announcements today, A and B. A is this. You've heard about Teeny today. You may not know this. I know that some of you do, but you may not know that our vision of what's going on in Europe in terms of the Christian faith and in Germany, which for many of us is our home heritage of faith, is not what we think it is. There are many folks in Europe that are not believers. I know a number of years ago when we started supporting Teeny, we had a member of our church like, why are we sending missionaries to Germany? I mean, that's where Lutheranism came from. Well, the truth is, and she gave that one statistic about just one state, and she shared with us at lunch the other day that there are many pastors, Lutheran pastors, who really don't believe in Jesus. And they're leading. So it's a pretty spiritually dark place. And we are so thankful to be able to have Teeny there as our missionary, trying to change that and trying to bring that change. From 2 to 4 this afternoon, right here in this room, she's going to share more about her work. I'm going to invite you to come, let those stories inspire your faith and encourage you to unleash God's love around you. And if you are so moved to support her work, now this is how it works. At St. Luke, because she's one of our missionaries, we take 1% of all the offering we receive that's not designated another way, and we send it to Teeny Supporter. But beyond that, a number of the people in our congregation, my wife and I included, are individual supporters of her. And right now, Teeny is facing kind of a gap in her support because some folks have drifted away from being supporters of her. When you go out today, at the information booth, there's a card there that has a wonderful picture on it and how you can get connected to support her in that ministry. And I'd encourage you to consider that. If you have more questions about that, you can talk with her or one of us, and we'd be happy to help you do that. So that's A. Here's the B announcement. Have you a musical talent that's been sitting on the shelf and looking for a place for it to be used? Why not dust off that guitar or your drums or warm up your voice and try being in the worship band? As we prepare to add a second contemporary worship service this fall, we need to grow the worship team up here. I invite you to watch this video and learn how participating in the worship band has impacted the life of one of our St. Luke members.
My name is Mark Howard, and I have been a member of the worship band here at St. Luke for about 19 years. I started off when I was 13 years old, and I really didn't know what I was doing or really how to play the drums very well when I first started, but fortunately the director at the time was patient with me and kind of let me learn on the job. Being a part of this band and this ministry has done some pretty cool things in my life. It's developed and challenged me as a musician. So I have no formal training and I've never really taken any lessons. And throughout my time doing this ministry, I've obviously learned the drums, and I've also picked up the guitar and the bass and the banjo and more recently the mandolin. And really, this has been the only consistent musical outlet in my life, so if it weren't for this ministry and for this band, I may not play any musical instruments. So it's really done a lot for me as a musician. And lastly, and most importantly, being in this band has given me the chance to worship in a new and different way. And while I love being out in the congregation with my friends and family, there's just something about sitting behind a kit or holding that guitar and just letting it all out and worshiping God authentically and intimately through music. So if you've played an instrument or you're working on one or you've sang before or you're interested in singing again, come on out to a rehearsal sometime. Check out this band, this ministry. It's a really cool thing. It's a great group of people. We all work together. We pick each other up. We make mistakes, and we all are learning together too. So, I started off, like I said, when I was 13, and now 19 years later, I'm still doing it. I'm still learning. And so I would just encourage anybody who's maybe on the fence about it to come out and give it a chance.
So in the back of your connection card, you can sign up if you're interested. In the meantime, there's an informational meeting at 11:40 on Sunday, June 14th, July 14th. That's the month that we're going to be in here shortly. Enjoy making music again, improve your skills, and help lead worship. So just to recap, A, come out this afternoon, learn more about Teenie, consider supporting her. It's 2 o'clock this afternoon. And if you're interested in playing or singing in the band, you can come to that informational meeting or indicate that on the back of the connection card.